why traditional Kongo spirituality is not as popular in the diaspora. And when I say traditional, I mean the actual Congolese spiritual system that was practiced by the Congo ancestors on the continent in Africa. Now, the four main countries that I know of that made up the Kingdom of Congo, the ancient Kingdom of Congo, are modern day countries named the Democratic Republic of Congo, which is Congo-Kinshasa, Kinshasa being the capital, and the Republic of Congo, Congo-Brazzaville. These two Congos are just a river apart from it. Only a river is separating these two Congos. The other two countries are Gabon and Angola. Now, these countries, people speak in current times French or Portuguese. So I have found the number one reason why traditional Kongo spirituality is not as popular among us in the diaspora is because of a language barrier. So I recommend for people that feel like they want to connect to this particular system in a traditional way, people who may have ancestors who practice the spiritual system and they want to know more about the culture and they want to connect more in general to Kongo spirituality, I recommend that you have to break many barriers, but the first one is breaking the barrier of language, and you have to bridge the gap. So like anything that you do in life, you have to take action. The language barrier, there's things that you can do to break that barrier. For instance, we have apps now. I study French on my phone through an app. So you can study French, you can study Portuguese, you can study these different languages to connect more. You can also hire a translator. You can hire someone that is a part of the country that you reside in. You can find people in the Congo or in these Congo-based countries that practice Kongo spirituality. You can find translators there. But finding a translator is also a way to be able to help you communicate. I also use a translation app to communicate with many of my elders currently now through WhatsApp and Google Translator. I generally copy and paste and they do the same, and we communicate that way for some of the ones who do not speak English. And then bridging the gap itself is actually traveling. So I was able to overcome a major challenge and a major obstacle of fear. There's a lot of fear placed in going to the Congo and traveling to the Congo. Many countries in Africa like this, they place a lot of fear is instilled in us in the diaspora about traveling to these countries. Now you need to be safe wherever you go, anywhere in the world, even in your own neighborhood. So safety is primary thing you should have. Of course, you should be safe. However, to expand yourself, especially with these spiritual systems that you want to learn about that ancient, or you want to know the traditional aspects of these different African spiritual systems, then you would need to take steps. And one of those steps is traveling, actually going there. Once you are on the ground in these countries, in the Congo, you will meet people. And for me personally, I have been able to create a community of elders who guide me, who support me, who I can connect to, who I can ask questions with. But I had to go there. I had to actually just make that move. So another piece of advice is that once you make one step, Spirit will make two. So every step you take, your spirits, your spirit guides, your elders, your ancestral spirits, they will make multiple steps for you. So there's a support system there. So you'll see this energy of connecting the dots. So once you establish yourself with studying the language or planning a trip with a group of people, to go and visit, you'll see things fall in place for you with learning and understanding this particular system, the traditional Kongo spirituality. Now, I would say that many people who are learning and understanding who their ancestors are, they're finding more interest in knowing what they practice spiritually. So those are a few reasons why I have found Kongo spirituality to not be as popular in the diaspora, especially the American diaspora. However, it's growing because people are finding an interest in connecting to it, or they are connected to the spiritual system itself, or they're wanting to understand the culture of their ancestors. So one way or the other, there's interest there, and the knowledge and understanding of Kongo spirituality is growing.